Today is really exciting because the studio is absolutely empty and I can give you an exclusive tour of our space. It's been a video I've been wanting to make, so I'm so ecstatic to do this. I really hope you can find value in it, and let's get to it. I wanted to start by showing you a front of our space. This is our building. I have a great architect who made it very modern. A lot of wood, concrete, and glass. It's exactly what I envisioned. So we are off a really busy street, which is called Pacific Coast Highway in Los Angeles. And that small section to the left is a private patio. And just another perspective of our large sign, Fly Studios Kids Aerial Arts. I wanted to also show a shot of how busy the street is, which is why I wanted a lot of windows, so at night when the lights are on and there's traffic on PCH, they could actually see the kids flying. Okay, I have my store hours on the front, and now we're gonna switch now to the back of the building, and I have a small parking lot. I only have 5 spots here. There are street parking in the neighborhood, but only 5 spots. But there is a method that we do to help the parking and the traffic in between classes. I will totally explain that in another video. And with some stencils and a can of spray paint, I put some fun words for each parking space. So dream, inspire. Under that Prius is love and laugh. We are a kids' school, so I thought that would be a great addition to personalize our back parking lot. Again, a big sign in the back, the same size that we have in the front of the building. And now we're coming into the space. I found these great signs that says hate has no home here, and that's probably one of my favorite signs I've ever put up at the studio. Upon entering, I first want you to notice just the color. It was really important to me in our brand that pops of color was everywhere, since we are a kids' school, from our silks to the graffiti artwork on the walls to the handmade benches that I created, and also picking the red cabinets at the side, which is a housing for all of our props, and it just makes it really nice and clean. I love how the silks look. We open them up so it airs them out at night, but it really makes you feel like you're going into a silk forest when you come into the studio. You see, we also have our traps up, and we have our hooks in the back wall for all of our lyras and hula hoops, and we also have something that I built for our physio balls. See our mats up against the wall there as well. And our studio has 24-foot ceilings, and if you see on the truss, the ceiling truss, that we have all of our theater lights there as well. So we can transform the space into our black box theater for our performances. And you can also see just all of our rigging on that truss system. I think I'm coming into our disco ball. We do turn off all the lights, and for our parties we have a disco dance party. Another design detail is our floors are epoxied with a bunch of colors, so it almost looks like a galaxy of colors, which really adds to the space. There is a water fountain for our kids, and this is a small lobby. I do have a private patio that I put some privacy ficus trees to make us just an extra space for the families and kids to eat, especially if they have parties or camps. And then on the wall we have our signature services posted and our fly classes distinguishing each age group. This is our front desk, and I will have a video on the front desk and explaining that. And we do have a TV on the wall, and we usually post videos of performances. This is just a janitorial closet for my team, and we also have a single bathroom in our space. And we try to keep this super, super clean since we do have only one single bathroom. Added a little pop of color. It's really important when you can, just make an accent wall. I love my sign for everyone, so this bathroom is all inclusive. And again, that is the open studio concept, where our mat is the majority of the space, but we also have the front desk and the counters for our parents to view. We have small cubbies for them to put their shoes. And now I'm going to go upstairs to the second floor. I designed the studio so that we had some extra space for storage. And we use every square inch of this space. We have some shelves for our birthday party countertops. This is where my team can rest and regroup. This is a research station, and that's where my studio manager usually does most of her computer work. We have a refrigerator for the parties, and these are all party supplies. We do a lot of parties, so we have party favors. We have about 4 themes. So this is where it houses all of our extra stuff for parties. And this is just another view from the second floor of the mat below. I do want to mention that our floors are very special. I did have a multiple weave, almost like a dance floor, so it really gives to the joints, and I put an extra tatami mat above it, which is about 1 inch thick. Okay, so now we're going to go upstairs to the 3rd floor. I have office supplies to the right, and this is where I usually am. It's my office. It's going to be a little bit crazy in here because we store some extra merchandise, as well as a place where I film these YouTube videos. So you can see that's all set up for a YouTube video. So it's an extra creative space for the team as well. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did and found value in it. If you did, please subscribe to our channel. I am definitely going to be putting a lot more content out there, and I hope it helps you whether or not you're a parent who's teaching aerial arts, an instructor, and definitely if you are a studio owner like myself who may want to add an extra class or an extra program and need guidance on how to do that. So thanks so much, you guys, and I'll see you later.